YouTube, what's going on? What's going on? So today I'm in the truck. I got some free time. I just wanted to kick it with y'all about if you fail a drug test in this trucking industry, it's gonna be some bullshit. Like, I'm for real. I failed a drug test, man, and I'm just gonna let y'all know the process of everything. So just be careful, what you doing and how you doing it. Just don't do it, because it's not worth it at the end of the day. But so last year, around February-ish, I took a drug test, and I tried to be slick and use some urine, some synthetic urine, and it wasn't at the temperature that it needed to be. So it was like, a little less than what it needed to be, but I failed. So he said, man, this urine is it's a little under the body temperature that's required. Like, can you do another sample for us? I'm like, oh no, I gotta go, man. Like, I gotta go. I really, I didn't have another flask, so I just like, man, I'm out of here. So I'm thinking, like, since I didn't take it and they didn't get it dirty, it's not gonna count against me. Wrong. It counted against me, man. The first thing that happened was I went up to get another job, and no, I went up to get a job, and this is after after I sold my truck. I just was missing a truck so much, and I kind of needed the income, so I went and applied for another job. So that was the first thing they saw on there. I'm like, wow, that was quick. I'm talking about like within weeks, So that's a snow plow remover. So sorry about that, y'all. It's in the background. But anyway, so it said, it had a note there. The FMCSA had a note saying that I needed to go to a drug program, which is called SAP. So it's substance abuse program that's required in order for me to get back on the road. So I'm like, cool, let's do it. Let's get this out the way. I'm wrong. When I say I went in there, it was a 60-day program. So I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do in 60 days? Like, I got bills due, my kids' tuition is due. I'm footing the bill on that. So it's just like everything. So, your lifestyle is stopped. So for just some marijuana, smoking marijuana, it caused me to be put back this amount of time. I was just so confused, y'all. So I ended up doing the program or whatever. It was an outpatient program. I went in there. I completed the program. But you know what? I learned so much stuff while I was in there, because, you think, like, okay, it's not the, underlying issue for me. I think drinking was kind of the underlying issue for me. Not kind of, it is, it was the underlying issue for me or whatever. So just being transparent, I learned so much in there about, there's other alcoholics in there. So I just really feel like it was the man upstairs, like, okay, you need to sit down and you need to re-educate yourself on what you're doing to your, your body, and, how liquor affects your mind mentally and all of that. So, I really did need that program. And also, the program costs $592. So not only did that smoking, I paid for my marijuana, but I also have to pay for the, I failed the test. I spent 60 days on the class, and I had to pay that money for the class. Man, it's not worth it at the end of the day. So it's just like, all right, I can stop doing this. I can just stop doing it, just cut it out. Especially if it take away all of this time and all of this money. You lose your time and your money, you can't afford that. Like, those are two things you can't afford. So I was just saying that to say, like, guys, these tests out here, that they are doing, like, is real. They'll put your ass out of service for real for 60, not your vehicle. They'll put your ass out of service for 60 days until you finish that program. And another thing, that stuff is like probation, man. It's on your record for 5 years and you have to report randomly. Like, they really tightening up out here on this road, man. So y'all just take this game, man, and soak it in and learn from me, man. I love y'all. I just wanted to give y'all that. And truckers, hey, we run the road. I'm out of here.